Sid's dead.
Big possession here for the Lakers. They want to get it down to Kareem, and they do. Rises up. Here comes the hook. Yes, sir! The Sky Captain strikes again. Good evening and welcome, everyone, as we take a look back at a classic matchup here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. We're going to look back at the Celtics and the Lakers from the 80s.
So many stars out on display here, Kev. Kareem and Magic go toe-to-toe with Bird, Mchale, and Parrott. You know it's going to be a close game that will most likely come down to a few big plays.
And these sides saw plenty of each other during the 80s, going against each other 3 times in the NBA Finals during that decade. Every time they met, it had finals implications.
Kareem and the Lakers against Bird and the Celtics. What more could you ask for as we get underway? Look at the lineup now. The Sky Captain Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is in the middle. Magic Johnson and Byron Scott of the Laker backcourt. Providing the scoring up front, James Worthy and Green.
What is going on with your YouTube? This is Regular Dave coming at you with another video. And this is NBA 2K12 unlocking the NBA's greatest. This is the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar version of it. And you are looking at the greatest rivalry in sports history. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Boston Celtics, man. This rivalry was the best of all time, man. And that's Kevin Mchale in the post. This dude had so many post moves, it was stupid. But you could take your Boston Red Sox versus New York Yankees and any other rivalry you throw at me, whether it's NFL, MLB, NBA, nothing compared to this rivalry. There were so many elements involved in this rivalry, which made it what it was. And if you could excuse me for a second, I am going to get back to the gameplay, but I just want to talk about the rivalry for a second, man. You had, you know what I mean? Let me just key you in on a couple of elements. You had 2 of the greatest players, 3 of the greatest players of all time, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, along with a cast of stars, not a cast of role players, but stars, James Worthy, Byron Scott, Michael Cooper, one of the greatest perimeter defenders of all time, Kevin Mchale, Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, Robert Parrish. These players were stars. They weren't just role players. Then you have 2 historic NBA franchises. On top of that, you have 2 cities who epitomize the opposite thing, man. You had the hard, blue-collar, working town of Boston versus the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. You put that all together, man, you have the greatest rivalry in sports, period. That's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the skyhook. This is his challenge, so you're going to see a lot of Kareem in this video. But you just had so much greatness. And the thing, I love to hear Magic Johnson talk about this rivalry because, oh my goodness, that's Larry Legend just doing it, man. That dude, his stroke was just so pure. It was just so clean and pure, man. All right. Y'all gonna hear the excitement in my voice. But I love to hear Magic talk because the thing he said that made the team so great is that everybody knew their role. You know what I mean? You have Kurt Rambis come off the bench. He's not gonna jack up 5 to 10 shots. He's known as the hatchet man. He's going to come in. He's going to start a couple fights. He's going to get his 5 fouls. He's going to grab some boards. He knew what he was on the floor to do, as did everybody on the team. You didn't have one person who just wanted to be the star and was complaining about, I'm not getting the ball enough. You didn't have a Miami Heat situation where you don't know whose time it is to shine when they come on the floor. The Lakers-Celtics rivalry, man, both those teams played as a team, and they were legit trying to win, and that was it. And that's AC Green, man. Jerry Crow was just so juicy, man. Jerry Crow was real juicy. I think I said it before. I think the Jerry Crow gave him extra power. But yeah, man, I'll get back to the gameplay, man. You guys get me all excited with the rivalry, man. I grew up in Inglewood till I was like 12, so I got to see it firsthand, man. I lived down the street from the Forum, and that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Let's talk about him for a second, man. When people talk about all-time great scorers, you know what I mean, how can you not mention the all-time scoring leader? You know what I mean? And this is a good game, 34-32 going into halftime. That's Kareem, 10 points, 2 boards. I picked it up in the second half with him because I wanted him to be player of the game. How could you not talk about Kareem, man? Versatile dude, could act, You know what I mean? He's in one of my all-time favorite movies, and look at that. That's the skyhook. And the all-time favorite movie is Airplane, not the Bruce Lee flick. I'm a comedy type dude. But I did like the Bruce Lee flick, don't get me wrong. But I'm surprised nobody has attempted to emulate the skyhook. No center has tried, because that move is unstoppable. Like a 7-foot guy who brings the ball that way, you can't stop that move. And that's magic to Bird, man. How many times did you hear that from Chick Hearn? If you lived in L.A., you know who Chick Hearn is. You probably still know who he is, but if you didn't. But, man, that's what I grew up on. And this one, oh, no, that wasn't the one. I had a skyhook that I missed, but it just looked so good. I decided to include it anyway. You'll see it a little later. But I'm surprised. Like, nobody has attempted the skyhook. That's crazy. Like, that move was just unstoppable. You couldn't stop it. For one, I don't know what made him think to even attempt and come up with that move, because it seems like, man, that's not a shot you could make on a consistent basis. And he consistently made the skyhook, which is crazy, man. And that's James Worthy. He had range and could get to the basket. He could dunk on you. He was the ultimate slasher, ultimate everything. But that's Michael Magic Johnson in the post, 6'9" point guard. Nothing else needs to be said. And that's the skyhook that I missed, but that looked just so good. Doing it from standing still is a little hard on this game. I'm still a little unsure. I know it's R stick and a directional pad, whatever. Not the directional pad, but the right stick, and you'll get you a little skyhook. But it's way easier to do it when you're running. And this is like going down to the nitty-gritty, man. Third quarter, it's all tied up, 48 all, and that's Kareem getting to the basket like he did. And just, man, he could score. He had a regular jumper. He had the skyhook. He could dunk on you, average 10 rebounds. He could act. It's a little crazy now, though. I know he's a little salty because he was a jerk to the media. And the media will blackball you, man. The media can make or break you when you're a celebrity or athlete or whatever. The media can make or break you. That's the skyhook right there. Can't stop it. And, you know, he changed his name from Lou Alcindor to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what? He was real salty about it. When people accidentally called him Lou Alcindor, he wouldn't respond. And, you know, he just wasn't. Oh, my goodness. Look at that magic. That's Showtime basketball right there. That's the glitz and glamour of Hollywood I grew up on. All right, let me get back to what I was saying. But he was real salty with the media. And now, you know what? He doesn't. Look, put it like this. Oscar De La Hoya has a statue at Staples Center. He only fought there one time. You see what I'm saying? They've put up all the Laker legends, you know what I mean? Chick Hearn, Jerry West, Magic Johnson, but Kareem doesn't have a statue. And look at that. Look at that combination right there. Magic to Kareem again. Kareem doesn't have a statue because, you know what? He was salty to the media. I guess he wasn't really on good terms with the Laker organization, because I heard him talking on the radio that even though he has some kind of title over there, they pretty much treat him like crap. He can't find a coaching gig. This is getting close to the end of the game. He can't find a coaching gig even though he has a wealth of knowledge. So, I don't know, man. That's what happens if if the media wants to blackball you, that's how it goes down. But let's get back to the game, man. Time's ticking down. I'm up by 1. Look at Larry Johnson slashing the paint. Not Larry Johnson, Dennis Johnson, a late, great Dennis Johnson. He passed away, but he was a good, very, very good guard. And this is the end of the game, man. Look at Kareem. Look at that move right there. Oh, my goodness. 65-64. Can they hit the shot to tie it up, man? I'm up by 3. They got kind of funny style, though. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why Kareem's out on Larry. I'm trying to call for the double team. I'm like, man, can we call for the... And James Worthy finally comes over. I don't know why they shoot a 2. And then Parrish gets the rebound. He's going to kick it back out, right? Because you got to shoot a 3. The AI got to be smart enough to shoot a 3. And that's a shot that Larry would have made. But thank God he didn't, because I wanted to unlock these 2 teams. Man, I'll probably just play with these teams just for no reason, just for fun. And not even bring y'all videos on that. Because it's just fun playing with them, man. Just seeing how just, I don't know, just reliving my past, basically my childhood. But that is it, man. Unlocking Kareem, man. I'll get at you guys another time. Peace.
Yeah, we go. Back at ya, spectacular. Flip around here, no spatula. The way they bite my It's just like cardio, intensive, offensive. And they ask why your belt expensive. They can't see me even if they